Many of them. What's it kind of been like having just such a large group, and all these guys might be able to play next year?
Yeah, it's been great. Those guys have been really working hard. They're a fun group, getting good production out of them. Great to have Jake Rowe back healthy, so been a really fun spring. And we got a lot of competition in there too, which is awesome.
Do you expect, when you lose 110 catches for 100 catches from, the likes of Spurbeck and Anderson, tight end's going to pick up a lot of that slack?
Well, we're ready. A lot of it just depends on what the defenses give us, and but we're always ready to do that. And yeah, at the end of the day, are some more balls going to come that way? Yeah, probably just by default. But it's not something we're worried about a whole bunch. We're just worried about being productive on every play, and if they throw the ball our way, we'll catch it and make a play.
I asked Jake, if they would love to get more catches, that group, and he said do whatever the team tells them. And I joked with him if he's really that selfless. But is there an innate thing in that group to want to maybe be a little more productive catching the ball? Or
well, I think everybody would love to have the ball in their hand. Don't get me wrong, but those guys know, hey, sometimes their job is to occupy somebody else, so we can get the ball somewhere else. Sometimes it's pass protect. Sometimes it's run block. It is do whatever you do or whatever's required for our success, and that's a huge deal for us, and something we take a tremendous amount of pride in is being selfless. But when the ball's in the air to us, we're going to catch it.
We saw a little bit of a healthy Jake Rowe in the bowl game, but what has a fully healthy Jake Rowe meant to this offense this spring?
Well, it's awesome just because he's so versatile, and he's really improved in the run game too. So he's not just a big wide receiver. He's a full-fledged tight end. He can do everything we need him to do, and it's been fun to have him. But the other side is those other guys are playing their butts off too. Alec, Chase, Jake Knight, John Bates. Those guys are all doing a great job and can do a little bit of everything themselves too. So we're going to be deep there, and we'll find a bunch of different ways to use those guys.
And I know you say that, but how do you do that when you literally have 7 guys that you think probably deserve to play?
Well, we've always been a place here that we can package stuff together and get guys in the game. But I think even we're not going to lose a whole bunch where we go, hey, you're out there for this series and you're going right now, and then yeah, maybe on third down or we get into the red zone, we get into some specific stuff. But I really love the way the guys are competing and playing physical and making plays right now.
Well, what's that doing to push guys too, knowing that that so many guys are right on their
Absolutely, yeah, and I think the other thing is, if we got guys that don't have to play 85 snaps in a game, then at the end of the year, they're probably going to be a little bit healthier, a little bit fresher. So I think that'll help us too.
What have you seen out of Nick and John so far? Obviously, those guys redshirted last year, and you see them out there and certainly look the part. But what do you see?
They're hard to miss, right? Yeah, those are might be the 2 tallest guys on the team, maybe. No, those guys are making good strides. John is so athletic, and Nick is just so big. But those guys are both doing really good stuff. John's made some plays, and Nick's playing more and more physical. And just the hardest thing both those guys are learning is just because you're bigger than everybody else, you're not also stronger than everybody else. So just learn to play with great technique and pad level, and we're making strides in that area.
How's Jake Knight coming along? And also for you personally, how rewarding was it to see him put on scholarship?
Oh, it was awesome. He's, I don't want to say the heart and soul of the team, but he definitely brings an attitude to the team. And to see those guys rally around him, and I think what it meant to everybody that day was a huge deal. But he's had a great spring for us. He's made a bunch of plays. He's playing physical. Really like where he's at, and I expect him to have a good year. And even going forward, we've got 2 seniors, but shoot, we've still got 5 guys that are going to be around here for more than a year. So we're always building on that, and I think we're finding out that we can do a lot of different things that are required.
Do you guys cool if they go special teams?
Yeah, I was saying, last time we talked to Harson, he did say that the special teams is taking a step up in the spring. How have you noticed the progress there?
I feel really good about the competitive part of it. We're getting after it. We're getting maybe not quite game looks, but real close. And the only reason it's not is because we're not taking the returners to the ground. If we were just trying to keep guys up and keep them healthy. But we've really focused on fundamentals and really attacking the drills, and then when we get to full team stuff, really competing. then I think you know, from day one to now, our kickers and snappers have gotten better. I think that's been a huge factor. So that's obviously a concern because we're breaking in new guys kind of in all areas. But they're doing a good job. I was pleased with the scrimmage, how the kickers.
You mentioned that Big Al's, I think, you know, once said went back to a returner, things changed a little bit. I mean, a kicker and punt, or kick return and punt return, is that still the plan to give him some looks there? I know he's
he'll definitely get some looks. But we've got some other guys. Avery Williams has done an awesome job this spring. Mike Young shows flashes.
Which one?
Avery does both. Mike's been more of a kick returner. Bubba can do both. He's done a good job. DeAndre Pierce has done a good job. You know, I think we have a little bit more depth there maybe than we've had, and part of it's because Sed's not been practicing, so these other guys getting some really good reps.
Would you prefer not to use him if you had somebody capable, just with what he means to the offense?
We're going to use the best guy, and if he's the best guy, then we'll continue to use him. Now, I'm not saying we'll use him every single time. You're probably going to see a variety of these guys back there. But it's been exciting. All these young guys have been great, and like I said, we're giving them a little bit better chance too, because we're doing a better job fundamentally.